Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai. This is Soldier Yazaniah coming at you with another video. Hopefully, it's edifying and nourishing to the 1/3, condemning to the 2/3, and you wicked heathens out there, man. Um, so we're going to go ahead and get into it. Before I start, I'd like to give all praises and all glory unto Yahweh, Ba'Shem Mashiach Yahushai. Let's get into it. So some things, things are going down, man. Things are going down out here. Um, we have fear mongering and race war mongering out there. I'm seeing on all these channels and pages, on the social media, Instagram, everything. They're kind of inciting um, tensions between ethnicities. So that's good to see that the Most High is having His will, be done to ultimately bring these prophecies to pass. And they're also saying, in the news, because you have some people um, for this lethal injection, and people against it, man. And in the news, and just in Alberta, people are and they finally come out and reported that that uh that there's been a death, or well, they finally come clean and say that there has been a death, but before then they're just saying it may be linked, but or it may be the cause, or it was in they had it was in their system when they got this lethal poison, and and then the person thereafter died, but now they're saying it is because of this lethal um uh incision here, in injection. So we're gonna pull up the article. See, yeah, I'll read the scripture and we'll go to the article right after. So this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 5. Thus saith the Lord, cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his arm, whose heart departeth from the Lord. So yeah, that's what we're seeing, man. This curse is about to be poured out, man. Manifold. Um, and upon all the multitude, man, because man is making flesh their arm, and we already know who they're targeting. The blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the true Israelites the Bible speaks of. But this is what we're getting ready to see, and that's the New World Order, man, to lessen the population. So now we're seeing the fruits of their wicked labor, man, and their wicked tree. And this is who you're putting your trust into, man. This is what the 2/3 are putting their trust into. Thus saith the Lord, cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his arm. See, flesh is your arm, man. Your life is in carnality. Your life is in this world, man. Whose heart depart from the Lord, man. If your heart was right with the Lord, man, you'd be fasting those demons off, if you even needed it. But this is just a faintness of heart, man. This is just being led away by every wind of doctrine. Let's get that. I have to Google that real quick. Let's see. So okay, the book of Ephesians 4 verse 14, and it reads, the book of Ephesians chapter 4 verse 14, and it reads that henceforth be no more children, tossed to and fro, and carried about with every wind of doctrine, by the sleight of man and cunning craftiness, whereby they lie and wait to deceive. You see that? That's the serpent seed, Esau, Edom, man, leading you away with oppositions of science and 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 uh, and every wind of doctrine, man. And we know that the spirit comes and goes like the wind. You know what I mean? So that's the spirit we should be hearkening unto, but we don't know when it's gonna come. but it's like the wind, and it'll blow upon you, and then you'll get that word, and that's how the Spirit works, man, upon the Most High's timing. So this is this they're getting ready, or they're them perpetuating this deceit and pumping it out there into the internet and the social medias. Man, you're just hearkening to every wind of doctrine, and it's gonna be to your detriment. It's gonna be to your cursing, man, because you did not want to endure sound doctrine in these last days, man, by the mouth of the prophets. You see that? Till we all come, Salakya. Let's go back to 14. That we henceforth be no more children, man. You're acting like babes, just like what, Paul said. You know, when he said that you have to be taught again and desire the sincere milk of the word, man. Like babes, you must be weaned from the breast, because you're not ready to handle these manifold parables and doctrine, man. But you should be. I'm just gonna pull it up, Salaki. This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 5, verse uh, verse verse 12. Verse 12. For the time ye ought to be teachers, so you ought to have been teaching and instructing in this truth. Ye have need that one teach you again, which be the first principles of the oracles of God. So these laws, statutes, and commandments, and faith of Yahweh Shai, and fear of the Most High. That and again, that milk also going into the fear, man. Salakya, going into the uh, the reverence and the admonition and astonishment of the Lord, man. That I could the Most High could just kill me right now, and that'll just be it. You see that? So you have to be taught these things again, be renewed in the faith. But you're not the Salakya, teach you again, which be the first principles of the oracles of God, and are become such as have need of milk, and not of strong meat. You see that? You need milk again, man, because guess what? You're getting led away by every wind of doctrine, man. And you're gonna be weaned. You're gonna be weaned by the gods you have chosen, man. You see that? You can't serve God and Mammon, man. So most of them are choosing Mammon in these last days. Let's go back to Jeremiah 17. And we're gonna get that article. Thus saith the Lord, Jeremiah 17 and 5. Thus saith the Lord, cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart depart from the Lord. You see that? Your heart is gonna start departing from the Lord, man. And it's just slowly being walked off a cliff by the blind leading the blind, man. For he shall be like, for he shall be like the heat in the desert. You see that? You're gonna be like the heat in the desert, man. And shall not see the good for you shall be like the heat in the desert, man. So you're gonna be like a dry place, man. You're gonna be desolate of life, desolate of health, desolate of doctrine, desolate of all things, man. Going to these going onto these lethal injections, trusting in man. That's just one way you're proclaiming your faith to your God, bro. And that's it, to your detriment, man. And shall not see when good cometh. See that? But shall inhabit the parched places in the wilderness, in a salt land, and not inhabited. Blessed is the man that trusteth in the Lord, and whose hope the Lord is. You see that? Whose hope? Whose hope? See that deceitful craftiness that Ephesians 4:14 was talking about, that deceitful craftiness, man. That's them proclaiming that you have no hope in this world, man. You know, saying that that basically that they control life or death, trying to play God, as as the white man has his God complex, man, trying to covet those high places. But it's working on the 2/3, man. My own mother got that vaccine, man. Finished through, man. And thus saith the Lord, bro. Because you know what, 2/3 gotta be choked up and die, man, and heathens gotta go, bro. So that's just the way prophecy is unfolding, man, and it's a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's a beautiful it's a fearful thing, man. To fall in the hands of the living God. If you're not on the right hand side, but hey, it's fearful. You're on the left hand and the right hand, man. But we have that sure assurance of hope. Um, parched places in the wilderness, in a salt land, and not inhabited. Blessed is the man that trusteth in the Lord, and whose hope the Lord is. For he shall be as a tree planted by the waters, and that spreadeth out her roots by the river. Shall not see when heat cometh, but her leaf shall be green, and shall not be. See, you'll have life, man. You'll have life and abundance if you're putting your trust in the Most High. See what I'm saying? Not making flesh your arm, man, and seeking provision for the flesh. uh, when he cometh, but her leaf shall be green, and shall not be careful in the year of drought, neither shall cease from yielding fruit. See that? Um, so we're gonna open up this article now. I'm gonna see what it says. She deserved more. Wait, Salakya, let me go back to um, there's let's see. Let's go to 9. Jeremiah 17 and 9. The heart is deceivable above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? I, the Lord, search the heart. I try the reins, even to give every man according to his ways, according to the fruit of his doings. You see that? That's the fruit of your doings. She deserved more? No, no. The Most High knew it was predestination, man. The Most High knew, Salakia, that your heart was desperately wicked, man, and that he's gonna send it a lethal injection and stop your heart, man. You see that? He sent his angels to come get you, man. So she deserved more. Alberta reports first death linked to this thing here, man. See, Alberta reports first death, man. This is what's going on out here. Family and friends say a woman from Edmonton has died after receiving the poison, man. Tuesday night, the chief medical officer of health, Dr. Dina Hinshaw, announced that something induced death of an Alberta woman in her 50s online. My apologies for sharing the sad news so late, but so late, you see that? Trying to hide it, man. But all works of the wicked man shall be made manifest, man. Can't hide it. But we'd promised to alert Albertans as soon as possible in such confirmed instances. So this is just in one province, man. I'm not even in this province. We're in the same country, but not in this province. Hinshaw, Alberta Health would confirm the woman's identity. Would not confirm the woman's identity, but family and friends say her name was Lisa Stonehouse. Blah blah blah. She deserved more. Blah blah blah. See Stonehouse, 19-year-old daughter. But this is what's going on, man. According to him, Lisa received her first poison, a poison of that brand on April 21st and developed an adverse reaction shortly after. Shortly after, you see that? It's on time release, man. It may not be the same day, may not be, the same week, but yo, the Most High has hitmen, man, coming for all these people, man, for their wickedness, man. Uh, was that the prophecy is for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak, man. It shall speak. Curses everyone who puts their trust in man. You see that? Barakatah Yahweh, man. She was an amazing woman. Lowenberg said. She put everyone blah 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 blah. I am sad to report tonight that we have confirmed. See that? See that? we I am sad to report tonight that we have a confirmed Alberta's first death from from this thing, man. You see that? Man, Brakata Yahweh, man, for this, bro. Look at that one thing, bro. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. This place is through, man. This was the second. This was the second of three confirmed fatal cases of poison induced thrombotic thrombopenia. Ooh, let me see. I can't even say that word. Deficiency of platelets in the blood. This causes bleeding into the tissue, bruising, and slow blood clotting after injury. You see that? Whoo! This is what it's doing. This is what it does. This is what it did. Like that could be a slow process. Everyone's, body could react to it different. You know what I'm saying? But yo, you are the test. Thrombos thrombocytopenia. Let's get this word because this is gonna cheese me. Um, we'll just kind of copy it from here. Salakya. Mm, all right, hold on. Salakya. Definition. Oh, they don't have Google. Sometimes, Google you could play the word Salakya pronunciation.
Thrombocytopenia.
Thrombocytopenia. Okay, thrombocytopenia. In from thrombotic thrombocytopenia in Canada, and the only death in Alberta linked to this brand. The other two cases involved a 54-year-old woman in Quebec and in late April, a woman in late April. See that this is all recent, man. This is literally they've been doing these mass poisoning is literally within the last month. So people are starting to drop dead, man. You see that? Two-thirds shall be cut up and shall be cut off and die, man. That what is it? The black horse? Which one's the horse of death in Revelation? Let's see if I can pull that up, Salaki. All right, so this is Revelation 6, verse 7, and it reads, "When he had opened the voice, Salakia, when he had opened the fourth seal, I heard the voice of the fourth beast say, 'Come and see.' And I looked, and behold, a pale horse. His name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him. And power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth, to kill with sword, and with hunger, and death, and with the beasts of the earth." So that fourth part is over here in Babylon, man. And they're gonna start killing with sword, man, with nuclear fire, with famine, with hunger. You see that from being locked out and ostracized for not partaking in this system, and also with death. So ultimately, death is coming from this, man, and with beasts of the field, man. That could be related to the white man and his beast-like instincts. The so-called white man and his beast-like instincts, and these other nations, but also uh with this CV, man, with this CV 109, man. That's also how they're going to be killing, man, because that ultimately started with a beast of the field, man. So however you want to relate it, man, death is sure to come, man. And Jeremiah what is it, 28 and 8? Jeremiah, Salakya, 28, verse 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee, uh, of old prophesied both against many countries, against great kingdoms of war and evil and of pestilence, man. That great evil is coming upon this land, man. That day of evil, you know, death, man, pestilence, war, all of it is coming, man. And we see, just little by little, you know, bit by bit. Wait for it, man, because it's coming. When you get so this is the book of Matthew, chapter 13, verse 31. Because ultimately, this is what the kingdom of heaven is likened unto. The coming therein, the pulling down of strongholds, the coming to fruition of prophecy, and the course of action, and the coming to pass of the words of the Lord, man. It's like a mustard seed. I hate how it's all, man. Bible app is like separating parables into like columns, man. It looks ugly. It looks like they're taken from the word, but I'm gonna still pull this out. So this is the book of Matthew, chapter 13, verse 31. Another parable put he forth unto them, saying, the kingdom of heaven is like to a grain of mustard seed, which a man took and sowed in his field, which indeed is least of all seeds. You see that? So we may see a little bit of hastening here and there. You know what I mean? A little bit of trouble, just like Second Ezra's. What is that? Second Ezra's. I think it may be 6 or 15. But as victual shall be sold cheap upon the earth. I think it's 15. Victual shall be sold cheap upon the earth. But still, there's still woes and calamities. So that's what we're seeing, like that partly sunny, partly cloudy division down the middle. That the Most High is dividing, man. Before it's all just complete darkness. But yeah, man. So it's like a mustard seed. It's very small. You know what I mean? It starts off very very very. It starts off very small, but over time, which indeed is the least of all seeds. But when it is grown, it is the greatest among herbs, and becometh a tree, so that the birds of the air come and lodge in the branches thereof. You see that? And that's what we're going to be doing, man. And that's what the truth is going to be about. Or that's what this truth is bringing to pass, that 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 kingdom, that it's that's starting off, least of all, you know what I mean? But I don't want to filibuster, but growing into that fullness of prophecy, that's being proclaimed out here. So we're going to the next article, Salakya. But yeah, man. So here says Trudeau tells Canadians to get poisoned as soon as possible to end the pandemic. See that? Yelling peace and safety. Yelling peace and safety. See that? Speaking words like a lamb, but the poison of asp is in his tongue, man. And they're trying to hasten this agenda of theirs, but ultimately, it's the Most High rules in the kingdom of man, and everyone's under subjection to Yahweh, one Yahweh Shai, man. So Prime Minister Justin Trudeau stressed poisoning are the only way. Poisoning is the only way for Canada to return to normal Tuesday, but did not directly contradict the advice of expert panel. It should wait for mRNA, blah, 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 if they can. On Monday, the National Advisory Council of Immunization said that while these companies poison were effective, they should only be used in people over 30 due to blood clot risks. You see that, man? And they're telling you blatantly, man. They just our people just don't care, man. Our trust in the man. We're gonna what scripture is that? Salakya. I think it's Jeremiah. Overpass the deeds of the wicked. Jeremiah 5, verse 28 says, "They are waxen fat, they shine. Yea, they overpass the deeds of the wicked." You see that? The us being so hopeless, well, of course, the elect and the one third are full of hope, but the two thirds are so hopeless, so without, so barren now in the day of their captivity, pertaining to the book of Baruch. You know, they're so without hope in the world and without the love of Yahweh Shai, that they'll cling to anything, man. They'll trust in any. Oh, give me this, give me that. Let's do this. Let's try this, because they have no assurance, man. They don't have the oil and the anointing. They overpass the deeds of the wicked, man. So even you can even see more cautious. Generally, you'll see uh, more opposition and more you know resistance from of these other nations than our own people, man. They're trusting in the words of these devils and demons, more so than the devils and demons themselves. You see that? This is you can't make that up, man. Because that's. I mean, even in our wickedness, man. Even in our wickedness, we are more powerful than these nations, man. And they judge not the cause of the fatherless, yet they prosper, and the right of the needy they do not judge. You see that? There's no judging amongst our people. There's no discernment. There's no feeling trying of the spirits and waiting and seeing, man. Because we're a sheep led to the slaughter, man. Sheep led to the slaughter. Um, so let's go to this next article. It says Trinity Bible Chapel empty Sunday for first time in weeks following lockdown, Salakya, locking of doors. So this is in Kitchener. Um, this is May the 2nd, 2021, and the Most High is not with you, not with these churches, man, because they all prophesy lies, man. But he has his true. He says that in what book is that? I'll give you. I think it's also in the book of Jeremiah. I'll give you prophets according to mine. I'll give you shepherds according to my heart and my will, man. Just roughly paraphrasing, but that's what's going on. How come these churches, mega churches, can't even stay open, but our little, our little camp and camps, you know what I'm saying? Can are out on the highways, byways teaching this word, man. So that's how you know who the spirit is with, man. Most High doesn't dwell in temples built by hands, and you can see it's coming to naught, man. Meanwhile, they're gonna probably start using that to, start poisoning people, man, with this crap, man. So that's what's going on, man. These churches are closing down. You know what I mean? Hell's breaking loose. They're fear mongering, man. People are dropping dead, man. And core goods is on the rise. Core essential goods is on the rise, man. Soon you're gonna have food riots, man. Once you have food riots, this place is through, man. And you two-thirds are through, bro. Because these nations out here are beasts, bro. They're gonna come for you who aren't online and have no backing. But then for the elect's sake, the Most High is gonna come and save us, man. Save the one third. You know what I'm saying? So that just shows, the spirit isn't with these churches, man. Um, and uh, the just the spirit's not with these churches, man. So we're gonna go to this next article. Um, let's see, or we'll go to Ezekiel. All right, so this is the book of Zechariah, chapter 5. We're gonna go. We'll go 3 actually. I was gonna go 4, but we'll go 3. Then said he unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. See that? Just like the curse we were reading about in Jeremiah 17 and what was it? Jeremiah 17 and 5. Um, but this just like this. Uh, then said he unto me, this is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For everyone that stealeth shall be cut off, as on this side according to it, and everyone that sweareth shall be cut off as on that uh, side according to it. So, this is what we're seeing, man. Um, people are gonna those who are swearing falsely, those who 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 are robbing and stealing and plundering the holy nation, the Lord's chosen jewels and treasury, man. This curse is about to be poured out upon them, man. Those who are misleading the flock, and just like we're seeing in that article, pertaining to those Christian churches, you know, um, it's being based, man. This place is being abased. Um, for everyone that stealeth shall be cut off as on this side according to it, and everyone that sweareth shall be cut off as on that side according to it. And I will bring it forth, saith the Lord of hosts, and it shall enter into the house of the thief. You see that? It shall enter into the house of the thief. So these thieving churches, man, these thieving churches, and basically the the entire economy, you know, is being laid low, is being abased, man. All that the 2/3 and these wicked heathens have trusted in, and I've been drunken off of, and I've lived in mirth, in is being abased. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being specific in saying that look at your salvation, you Christians. That was your place of worship, man. That was your madhouse. As you know, as the scriptures would say. I'm pretty sure. I'll pull it up. I'll find it. I, but yeah, it says he'll enter into the madhouse or something like that. I'll pull it up. And it shall enter into the house of the thief, and into the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name, and it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof and the stones thereof. You see that? All the timber, all the stones, even even all the mirth, all the jewels, all the the overabundance of robbery from our people, man, is is that those places are getting abolished, man. And then we have, because the scriptures are double, man. There's two sides to everything, pertaining to the book of Ecclesiasticus. There's two sides to this thing. So now you have, the little mustard seed, kingdom of heaven, growing into this big uncontrollable storm, man, and it's gonna get ready to consume by the mouth of his prophets, man. Book of Jeremiah, chapter 5, man. He'll make the word, you know, the word in your mouth, flame of fire, and it'll devour everyone. You know, they can't gain nor say against this word, man. They can't gainsay nor resist. Let's bring that one up. Salakya. See that? So this is the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 15. For I'll give you a mouth, for I will give you a mouth and wisdom. The Most High Yahweh, Ba'Shem HaMashiach Yahushai, Brakata Yahweh is going to give us a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist. You see that? Because that's the true kingdom of heaven, man. You see that? He hid it from the wise and the prudent. And he revealed it unto babes, man. Unto babes. You see that? Weaned from the milk on up. So Barakatah Yahweh for that, man. And he totally abased this wretched these wretched infrastructures, man. Let's see. Places of worship. All right, this is most likely gonna be the last article. And this is from April 26th, so about a week ago or 2 weeks ago. Soaring global food prices are heading to grocery stores. So this has been projected throughout so many platforms, man. That that Salakya, that so many that inflation and um that inflation and the price of goods and commerce, man, is going gas, everything is going through the roof. Not to mention shipping is going crazy because these uh, manufacturers or these shippers or whatever the word is need to make a quota, man. So if they're not making a quota, their prices are gonna be astronomical. So that people have to get paid. People need to make money. So that's we're slowly seeing the end of this place, man, and it's beautiful, man. Because this is our salvation, nigh at the doors, man. So this is so yeah, we're gonna start from the beginning. Corn, wheat, soybeans, vegetable oils, a small handful of commodities form the backbone of much of the world's diet, and they're dramatically more expensive, flashing alarm signals for global shopping budgets. You see that? So this is base bread and water that is literally going through the roof. So that in its that is so concerning, man. Those are red alarms. So once we start seeing that, you know what I mean? Or not once we start seeing that, but since we are seeing that, we know what's going on, man. We're not ignorant in these last days, and that the day should come upon us on unawares through the spirit and power. Salakya. Bare phlegm in my throat. What the hell? Uh, Bloomberg's agricultural spot index, which tracks key farm products, surged last week, the most in almost 9 years, driven by a rally in crops in crop futures. With global food prices already at the highest since mid 2014, this latest jump is being closely watched because staple crops are a ubiquitous influence over grocery shelves, from bread and pizza dough to meat and even soda. Soaring raw material prices have broad repercussions for households and businesses and threaten a world economy trying to recover from the damage of the CV pandemic, man. You see that? So that's what we're seeing, man. A soaring of raw materials. So raw materials that we need for everyday things: lumber, bread, wheat, soy, all these things, man. Meat. Man, that famine is coming, man, and this is where the Most High now sends out His prophets, man. Tell you this is what's coming. We don't know when, we don't know the day nor the hour, but we know the season. So it's high time to wake out of sleep, man, and keep these and keep these law, statutes, and commandments, that we may be hid in the day of tribulation, man, and that we may be innocent from the great transgression. Um, this is what the article is called, supplychainbrand.com, so you can go and look it up. I'm not going to go further into it, but I want to get that one precept. What was it? From the great transgression, transgression. Salakya, I just want to pull this up. Psalms 19:13. Keep back thy servant also from presumptuous sins. Let them not have dominion over me. You see that? From idolatry, from adultery, from theft, from an evil heart towards your neighbor, from not even wearing fringes, man. keep these presumptuous sins that boast themselves against the Most High, that this carnal and beast body, keep it away from. Allow us to keep it in all subjection. See that? Let them not have dominion over me, that I shall be upright and I shall be innocent. You want to be found innocent, man, as babes crying and wailing unto the Most High God. See that? From the great transgression, man, because that's ultimately what we're looking for. Because so our eyes can look up and see our salvation. Um, but through the Spirit, I hope this was edifying. Um, And we have some days ahead of us, man. We got to be preparing, man. Got to be preparing to meet the Lord, man. Putting off our flesh day by day. Let me see. Die daily. Which one is that? Die daily. 1 Corinthians 15:13. Um, 1 Corinthians 15. 1 Corinthians. So I'm going to go 1 Corinthians 15, 31. So this book of 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 31. I protest by your rejoicing, which I have in Christ, Yahushai, I have in Mashiach Yahushai, our Lord. I die daily. See that? So this is the persona and the mindset, you know what I'm saying? And the zeal we're supposed to be having, man. And the spirit of repentance and the putting off of our nature, man, of the sinful flesh. Supposed to be dying daily. Hopefully, through this trouble, the Most High will have mercy upon us. So I'm gonna end it there. Hope this was edifying. And yeah, I'm gonna come at you hopefully in the next couple of days, Lord willing, with another powerful and exhorting breakdown or prophecy update or whatever the Most High put on my spirit. So to give all praises, all glory unto Yahweh, Bashim Mashak Yahushai. I say QamYasharala, death to America.